Hey guys, welcome on into another episode. Check out these earrings. They're really, really pretty. I love these diagonal peacock pearls. They're so pretty and just are, well, they look kind of like squares there. Let me just slowly turn them. Okay, so we're gonna be making these today. We're going to be using our Wrap and Tap Plier today. You may have seen me use it last week, but it's a great plier for making circular shapes. And so we're actually going to be using the smallest drum on the plier today. And we've got our 16 gauge wire. I'm just going to work off the spool there. I've got a pair of ear wires, I've got my pearls, I've got some other tools that we'll talk to when we get further along with the demo. But first, let's start with our Wrap and Tap Plier. And I'm gonna go ahead and flush cut the end of my wire here. The end of that looks bad. Okay, so flush cut your wire. You're gonna take your Wrap and Tap and hold it just at the very end. And you're gonna be wrapping it around this smallest drum. Whoop. About like that. Okay, so once you get that far in, you're actually gonna hold, you're gonna flip your plier over. And if you want, you can, it's up to you a little bit, but you can kind of start with that where the cut line is in the middle, or you can go a little bit beyond, which is what I'm gonna do. And then you're gonna start rolling around that one again. I'll do this a couple of times so you guys can kind of see it a little bit better. But basically, we're making a big figure 8 here, okay? So there's where I'll flip it over. There's the cut line there. But you actually kind of do want that to be more in the center. So when you cut it, you're gonna kind of cut right here in the middle. Let me show you the other side. Just a figure 8, essentially. And if you want, you can trim that first side so that it's equal with the other one. Okay, let me show you that one more time, guys. It's a little confusing to explain it because you're almost grabbing it in the opposite way. Go ahead and straighten out your plier. I'm working off the spool of my 16 gauge wire. Just giving it a little straightening. Grab it with your Wrap and Tap. We're gonna make a loop at the very end. You. And see, the beginning of that didn't get fully rounded, so I am going to be trimming that off to about the middle where the roundness begins. But so we made this loop, holding it like this. What we're going to do is flip the plier upside down and grab it like that, and then we're going to wrap the other way, going around this jaw. And then at this point you have to take it out and then re-grab it here and wrap it. But anyways, you get a perfect figure 8, okay? It's a little hard to explain, but you kind of have to do a little adjusting, but it's a great way to use this tool. And I think it's neat. So what I'm gonna do is trim both of these pieces of wire off kind of in the middle, in the center with my flush cutter. Hard to get in there, but I will do it. I will make this cut happen. Okay. All right, so we've got our 2 little figure 8s, and I just wanted to show you guys, if you want, you can step this up. This is the size of the medium plier, medium bail. If you want to use, like, go a little bit bigger. You can also go big, small if you want to. But I thought that this would be the right size for my pearls. And next step is we're going to hammer those out, and then it's going to be the perfect size for those pearls to go diagonal. Sorry, Shane, I hope this doesn't hurt your ears. but we're gonna hammer this out with our domed chasing hammer. No matter which one you use, you wanna make sure you have that domed hammer. And this is my bench block. Working my way around the piece, flip it around. There's the middle. I'm just gonna flip it up for a second so you can kind of see what's happening. Okay. And then there is our beautiful piece. I'm kind of just bringing those together a little bit so that they're closed. So that's one way to do it. I'm gonna go ahead and hammer this one out as well just to see what happens because let me show you. This one, it actually ended up a little bit differently where the tails are on kind of opposite sides. On the other one, the tails were on both sides. So I'm gonna try to hammer this one out and see if it looks a little bit different, but usually for this style, I just go for it. I'm not too worried about making it perfect. Wow, that one really just popped out of line. I might need to reshape him. When I started to hammer, he just like clicked way out of the curve. I don't know why, it's so strange. Sometimes I think the surface that you hammer on affects your piece too. Like if this table has a little bit of give in it, I don't know. Flip it over. Yeah, that's what that one's starting to look like. So I just like that first one I did. I kind of like the idea of both of these ending up looking like infinity signs. So kind of just like this. It's not really good to to hammer overlapped wire anyways. So I shouldn't show you guys that because it's wrong. You shouldn't do that, but sometimes if you do. So there's that piece. Now we can wrap onto it. I'm gonna bring my first pair into the picture so you can see again what we're doing. And I'm just gonna hold these up next to that and see how they compare. Yeah, so that's pretty much what they look like. All right, so let's just go to the next step, guys. Don't worry too much about hammering, but just don't, if your wire is overlapping, like if you have a nice shape and you hammer it, it just doesn't always work out and it degrades your wire a lot. So I'm sure you guys know that if you've made jewelry a lot, but anywho. Okay, so now let's pick out our pearls. These are beautiful iris freshwater pearls, and they fit perfectly in this size of a link from that wrap and tap. So we're gonna wrap diagonally. And they're just really pretty. Some have like a more green tint, some have a more blue, some have a more purple. And I think those will be perfect. I'm gonna use 26 gauge wire to wrap them across. We have 4 strands of the kite beads left. And I'm sure actually by now we might not have 4. If we have any left, basically you need to pick these up because they're the kite pearls. And we are gonna use 2 separate pieces of wire to do this. So take a little piece of 26 gauge, we're gonna put it through our pearl. Yes, we are. And then we're going to simply wrap across the pearl. Now, make this tail a little shorter at the top. Leave the little one a little bit longer because we're actually gonna go back around the back side of the pearl to stabilize it. All you have to do is press down, pull through. Press down, pull through, poke it through here, pull it through. And if you want, you can actually go through this little, see how that link is open? If you want to, you can go through there. Makes it a little bit easier. Then you're gonna flush cut that in the back. Press it in with your chain nose plier. And so you've got your first little wrap done. And now we're gonna come across to the other side. And I like both of these to be on top of the wire before I start wrapping. We're gonna do the same thing over here. And pull it tight. We're gonna wrap. You can actually go through the finding right here. That makes it easier, not having to poke it through. So that's 3. And then the next little step that I'm gonna do is come one time across the back of the pearl, because see how it's like a little, wants to rotate a little bit. So if you want, you don't have to do this step, but I think it helps, is to bring it across the back like that. Okay. I'm trying to get it in a place that it won't show completely. And you're gonna just do a little coil to finish off this piece of wire here. One last little coil. 1, 2, 3. And that just kind of keeps the pearl from twisting and staying facing forwards. Take your flush cutter, trim that off, and then press it down. So let's see if that worked. Yeah, that worked pretty good, and it's not too stiff, and I'll show you the back. Okay, let's do that one more time underneath it, and I like to keep mine going the same direction. You know, you can play with this design, go opposite directions, of course. All right, pearl. And let's get to wrapping. Okay, another little note is you may want to alternate which way you did. See how this is where we ended that wrap because we came across the back. You may want to alternate, this is the earring here. You may want to alternate which side you do that on just for balance of the piece. It's up to you, or you may want to do it the same. Just keep those things in mind when you're designing. Actually, I'm gonna do it opposite just for balance. We're gonna do our little first triple wrap here. And I'm not talking about visual balance, I'm talking about literal balance, because you want your earring to hang evenly. Trim that off, press that down. Okay, going across the earring, make sure you have which side is your favorite facing out. And we're gonna go across and do our little coil. Making sure everything is exactly where I want it placed. And just shift that a little. See, that looks good, okay. Easier. I love when I can use an open part of the design to wrap through, then I don't have to do the whole poke through method. Okay, so I've got that. Now I'm going to come back across the back, which is like I did before. Beautiful. Look at that pearl. Bring it across the back. And then we're going to do a little wrap to the side right here. So let me just adjust my hand a little bit and do our final coil. I love this brass wire because it really does it's just easy to work with. So see how I really pulled that one tight? You want the piece that goes to the back of the pearl to be really tight, because if not, then it's just there for no reason. It's there for a reason. Make sure it's nice and tight. But I'm gonna show you one little trick. Trim that off and just tuck that in. So if you do this and then you get all the way to this point and you're like, oh man, it's not even doing what it's supposed to do. It's still super loose and I can't, I've already done my wrapping, blah, blah, blah. A little secret is you can take a flat nose plier and do the little lightning bolt trick. Just grab it right here and twist it a little bit. And then that'll tighten up that wire and really tighten everything up. And you may want to do it on both if you do it on one, but to do it subtly. So that's just a really fun way to use these pearls. I love the kite pearls. Anything that says kite, I just love. It's one of the first shapes I learned how to make out of wire. I love kites in general too. So get the kite pearls, get the wire, get the tools, and make some jewelry. All right, guys, that's it. So the ear wire just goes right onto the top of that piece. Here's one last look at our finished piece today. Yeah, I love these and I love pearls. So